And now, the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, with Sir John Gielgud as Sherlock Holmes and Sir Ralph Richardson as our storyteller, Dr. James Watson.
To Sherlock Holmes, she was always the woman.
The woman, Watson. The most elegant, the most enchanting of her sex. Born in New Jersey in the year 1858, prima donna La Scala, Imperial Opera of Warsaw, retired from the operatic stage to live in London. The woman, Watson. Irene Adler.
But one March evening, returning from a visit to a patient, my way led me through Baker Street, and so towards the well-remembered door of number 221B.
Who is it? Oh, Watson, what a splendid piece of luck. I'm delighted, really. You're the very man I most wanted to see.
You're very kind, Holmes.
Sit down, my dear fellow, sit down. The old chair. Oh, you can't think how lost I've been lately without my Boswell.
Oh, thank you.
By the way, you didn't tell me you intended to go back into practice.
But how'd you know I had?
You know my methods, Watson. If a gentleman walks into my room smelling of iodoform and with a bulge in his top hat to show where he secreted his stethoscope, I'd surely be very dull indeed if I didn't know he was an active member of the medical profession.
Oh, poor myself, Holmes. It's the old story. It's as clear as daylight when you explain it. And yet, I'd say my eyes were nearly as good as yours for observation, you know.
Oh, you think so, do you? Then pray make use of them now, Watson, and tell me what you see in this letter that has just come by special messenger. Read it.
They will call upon Mr. Sherlock Holmes tonight, a gentleman who desires to consult him. His recent services to one of the royal houses of Europe have shown that Mr. Holmes may safely be trusted with matters of the utmost discretion. He is not to take it amiss if his visitor wears a mask.
Aha.
Well.
Just so, Watson. Intriguing, is it not?
But what on earth do you imagine it can mean, Holmes?
Well, I have no data yet, and it's a fundamental mistake to theorize before one has some data. But the notepaper man, what do you deduce from that?
Oh, well, it's very thick, tinted pink. Couldn't be bought for under £0.50 a packet, I'd say, so the writer must be fairly well to do. It's rather a peculiar paper.
That's the very word, Watson. It isn't English paper at all, you see. Hold it up to the light and look at the watermark.
Large E, small g, large P, large G, with a small T.
Which stands quite simply for Gesellschaft, German for company. The P is for Papier, of course.
And the EG?
For Egria. A glance at the Open Continental Gazetteer on the table there will show you, Watson, that...
That it's the only city in a German-speaking country where the main factories are paper mills.
Yeah.
You've marked it, Holmes. Wonderful.
Not so far from Carlsbad and in Bohemia. Quite so, Watson. And since our distinguished visitor... But here he comes, if I'm not mistaken, in a brougham and pair by the sound of it, and a pair of beauties at that, I'd guess. Look, there, you see? 150 guineas apiece, those horses, or I'm no judge. There's money in this case, if there's nothing else, Watson.
And here I break my narrative for a moment to describe our singular visitor of that far-off evening. 6 feet in height, with the chest and limbs of a Hercules, a deep blue cloak lined with flame-colored silk, an opulent and barbaric apparition indeed in our drab old England. And across his face, a black vizard mask.
You had my note, Herr Holmes?
I did indeed, sir. Pray take a seat and tell me whom I have the honor of addressing.
You may refer to me as the Count von Kram, a Bohemian nobleman, sir. And this gentleman?
Oh, this is my colleague, Dr. Watson, upon whose honor and discretion you may completely rely.
Most certainly.
Well, I'm not in the habit of discussing my private affairs before a stranger, however discreet.
Well, in that case,
No. Sit still, Watson. You must confide in both of us, or neither, Your Majesty.
What? Why should you think...
Watson, pray take His Majesty's mask. It is a needless inconvenience.
Yeah, you are right. I am the king. Why should I attempt to conceal it from your sharp eyes?
Why, indeed. Your Majesty had hardly spoken a word before I was aware that I was addressing Wilhelm Gottsreich von Olmstein, Grand Duke of Kassel-Fallstein and hereditary King of Bohemia.
I have come incognito from Prague for the purpose of consulting you.
Then pray consult your Majesty. The doctor and I are all attention.
The facts are these, then, gentlemen. When I was in Warsaw 5 years ago, I made the acquaintance of a lady whose name may be familiar to you. The adventuress Irene Adler.
Adventuress, your Majesty? I know of the celebrated prima donna, of course.
And adventuress, gentlemen. I use the word deliberately.
I see. I take it, then, that your Majesty became somewhat indiscreetly involved with this young person.
I did. I will not deny it. I was young. I was only the crown prince then.
And there were some compromising letters, no doubt, which your Majesty wishes me to recover.
Precisely. But how did you know?
Because I know something of the world, your Majesty, even sitting in this humble room of mine in Baker Street. There was no secret marriage or anything of that sort.
None, Herr Holmes.
Well, I fail to follow you, sir. If the lady should produce her letters for blackmail or any other purpose, how would she be able to prove their authenticity?
Do you think I did not ask her so, Herr Holmes, when I begged for their return? I asked her that very question. How was she to prove their authenticity?
But your writing, Wilhelm, it's so distinctive.
I could swear it had been forged.
Your private notepaper, Wilhelm.
Stolen.
Your seal, Wilhelm.
Imitated.
Your photograph, Wilhelm.
But I will swear it all, Irene, and you are without a case against me.
You forget, Wilhelm. You surely forget, my dear friend.
What do I forget?
That we are both in the photograph together, hand in hand. Love, Wilhelm. And a little too much champagne, perhaps. Just a little. That magic night.
Irene, you wouldn't dare to expose me.
No, Wilhelm. But I may consider myself to have been deeply wronged.
You can have half my fortune.
You promised it to me before.
I beg of you, Irene. I am to be married.
So I've heard, Your Majesty. To the second daughter of the King of Scandinavia. A most politic match. She will be enchanted, no doubt, when I send her the photograph.
Irene, you cannot.
On the day that your betrothal is proclaimed, my dear. That very day. Oh, Wilhelm. Poor, compromised Wilhelm.
And I tell you that she will do it, Herr Holmes. If only you knew her, you would never doubt it for a moment. She always keeps her word. There are no lengths she would not go to rather than that I should marry another woman.
So it appears. You've made some attempts yourself, sir, no doubt, to recover the photograph.
5, and none successful.
And when will your betrothal be made public, Your Majesty?
On Monday next.
Oh, then we still have 3 whole days, Watson. It's really quite a pretty little problem in its own way.
You must place yourself entirely at my disposal, Herr Holmes. That my marriage should take place is of political consequence to all Europe.
I should be most happy to save all Europe as soon as I've dealt with 1 or 2 other small matters that are already engaging my attention at the moment. Good night, Your Majesty. Dr. Watson will show you out.
But do you promise me success? Your manner is somewhat casual, I may say.
If you leave me an address, I shall drop you a line.
You will find me at the Langham, under the name von Kram.
Thank you. And as to money...
You have carte blanche. For immediate expenses, this bag contains £300 in gold and 700 in notes.
Oh, will you take charge of this, Watson? Just one more question, Your Majesty. The photograph you speak of was cabinet size.
It was.
Uh-huh.
And you will surely require Miss Adler's address as well.
Well, it might be as well to have it, yes.
It is Brioni Lodge, Serpentine Avenue, St. John's Wood. Ja. Gute Nacht, Herr Holmes. Und Sie auch, Dr. Watson.
Good night, Your Majesty.
We continue this week's story in The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
This concludes the first part of this cassette. Please turn the cassette over and begin again on side 2.
And now we continue The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, with Sir John Gielgud as Sherlock Holmes and Sir Ralph Richardson as Dr. Watson.
Good, good. Here we are, Watson, almost there. Now let me give you your final instructions.
I'm all eagerness.
You don't mind breaking the law, of course.
Not in the least. It'll hardly be the first time in your company.
Very well, then. Now, whatever happens, simply do exactly what I tell you.
Do I ever do anything else?
You'll find rather a busy scene when we reach the house. I've already made arrangements. Some little unpleasantness, perhaps. A fight among some drunken guardsmen, for instance.
I take it they'll be confederates of yours.
Certainly. The street will be full of my confederates. I think I've engaged almost every out-of-work actor in London.
Oh, the place will be thronged, Holmes. What am I to do?
You just take this parcel, Watson. Quickly, put it in your pocket.
But what on earth is it, Holmes?
A kind of bomb.
A kind of
pray
what?
don't drop it. Yet, Watson. It's just an ordinary plumber's smoke rocket, fitted with a cap to make it self-lighting when it's thrown.
And what do I do with this remarkable device?
Why, you throw it, Watson. You'll station yourself in the shelter of a laurel bush, which you'll find growing immediately outside the sitting-room window. And when I'm inside the house...
But how do you manage to get in?
Just wait and you'll see. Ah, here we are, the house itself, and everyone ready in their positions.
Wonderful, Holmes. I've never seen a more admirably staged-managed effect.
Yes, observe the group of guardsmen, particularly Watson, stationed just at the spot where Mrs. Norton's carriage will arrive.
Those soldiers look spectacularly drunk.
Of course they do. They're my star performers. Now, there's the bush you have to hide behind. You see it?
The definite aureola?
Oh, always so well informed, Watson. Precisely. The window's open, as you see, and you'll be able to hear me say, "All I want is a glass of water, please."
Which is my cue, I take it.
Precisely. Then you throw the rocket through the window into the room and start to shout fire. The place will fill with smoke. There will be complete confusion. I shall reappear to join you, and then we shall return to Baker Street wiser than we came.
Wiser? What do you mean?
Miss Adler will have shown me where the photograph is hidden.
I can't believe it.
Aha, but here she comes, Watson. Look, that's her cab now. Get under cover, man, quickly, while I begin to play my part.
Good luck, Reverend.
Thank you.
Here, who do you think you, sir? Lie off me, will you? This round the blooming street, you know.
God, leave him alone, can't you?
Keep your hands off me, think your blooming kitchen, and you.
Gentlemen, I pray you to restrain yourselves.
Oh, the old gent with the whiskers, eh? Oh, pretty lovely, Joe.
I beg you to stand back, gentlemen. Let the lady alight from her carriage.
Step aside there! How dare you create a disturbance before my house?
With aristocrats next time now, look here. You can very well shut up for one now. Take that!
Oh, gentlemen!
Step
really.
aside, I say! Let me pass!
You shut your face, will you?
Gentlemen!
Watch out, Reverend, you get hurt.
Oh, my head! My head! Oh!
Here, quick! Oh, come on.
Poor old fellow, he's hurt. My lady.
Well, what's wrong?
Oh, it's the old minister, he's hurt, my lady. We can't leave him lying here.
Bring him into my sitting room, then.
Oh.
Poor old fellow, when he was only trying to help me.
Here, you, give us a hand, will you? Careful now.
Through this way. Watch the step, my man.
Oh, thank you. How very kind. Thank you. I'm better now. Please don't let me be any trouble.
Just lie quietly for a moment, sir. It was most good of you to come to my assistance. The wretches ran off when you fell.
You're very kind indeed, ma'am. All I want is a glass of water, please.
Certainly. I'll have it fetched for you at once.
Thank you.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Well, Watson. Good old Watson.
Well, I'm delighted, Holmes. Your team played their parts to perfection.
Well, so did you, my dear fellow. I knew I could rely on you.
So, you got the photograph?
Of course not, Watson.
What? Well, then what in heaven's name was it all about?
I wanted to find out where it was hidden, my dear fellow.
And did you?
Of course, I told you. Miss Adler showed me.
Showed you? Oh, come home.
My dear Watson, when a woman thinks that our house is on fire, she rushes for the one thing she values most. A married woman grabs her baby, an unmarried one her jewel box. In Miss Adler's case...
Ah, of course.
Exactly. The photograph is hidden in a recess behind a sliding panel close to the right-hand bell pull. I even caught a glimpse of it before she realized that the fire was a false alarm and thrust it back again.
And what'll you do now?
Send a telegram to His Majesty and have some dinner. Tomorrow morning we shall visit Bryony Lodge again. His Majesty will come with us. About 8 o'clock, before the lady is yet up. We shall be shown into the sitting room to await her, and when she comes down, she will find neither ourselves nor her photograph. No doubt it will delight the king to get it back with his own hands.
Wonderful, Holmes. It's a masterpiece. Wonderful. Well, here we are home again, or at least you are. I've still to get back to Paddington.
Oh, you would insist on getting married, Watson. But come in, won't you, while I take my disguise off and stay for a bite of dinner?
Good night, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
What? Did you hear that, Watson?
What? Oh, it's a young man there going down the street?
Yes, but I thought I recognized the voice. Something about its tone, you know.
Oh, no, just a passing acquaintance.
I dare say.
I am delighted here, Holmes. Quite delighted. I take back my suspicions about your lack of interest.
Your Majesty is very kind.
I presume all we have to do now
is to search the hidden panel while they go to fetch her. Simplicity itself.
I'll ring the bell.
And you tell me she is really married here, Holmes?
To the English lawyer named Norton. But here's her housekeeper.
Well, gentlemen?
Good morning. May we see Miss Irene Adler, please?
You are Monsieur Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
I am. How did you know that, pray?
My mistress told me to expect you. She left with her husband by the 5:15 from Charing Cross to the continent.
She's left England?
For good, monsieur.
Herr Holmes, the photograph!
Quickly, through this way!
Monsieur, ben mais voilà.
Great heavens, Watson, she can't be gone.
Looks like it. Look, there's the panel you mentioned.
Yeah.
Open and empty.
No, Doctor. Look, there's something still there.
Ah.
The photograph itself.
What? No, it's a different photograph, Your Majesty.
Different? Yes. Look, sir. A photograph of Miss Adler alone. Without your hand in hers.
Von Gottes Willen. What does it mean here, Holmes?
Why, she's actually fooled me. Me, Sherlock Holmes. Oh, there's a letter too, Watson, with my name on it, dated midnight.
Dear Mr. Sherlock Holmes, you really did it very well. I had been warned against you and told that if the king employed an agent, it would certainly be you. Even after I had shown you what you wanted to know, I still found it hard to think evil of such a dear and kind old clergyman. But I have been trained as an actress myself, you know. Male costume is nothing new to me. I slipped it on as quickly as I could while the bomb still smoked, and followed you and your friend to Baker Street, and so made sure I really was an object of interest to the great Mr. Sherlock Holmes. I even imprudently wished you good night.
Of course, that boy who passed us in the street.
My husband and I both thought that flight was best when faced with so formidable an antagonist.
Aha, thank you.
As to the photograph, your client may rest in peace. I love a man better than he ever was, and suddenly decided this very morning to agree to his proposal of marriage. Did you know that too? I wonder, Mr. Holmes. I only kept the wretched photograph to safeguard myself, but I give your client my assurance that I will never use it. I leave instead another photograph of myself alone for him to keep as a memento. And I remain, dear Mr. Sherlock Holmes, very truly yours, Irene Norton, née Adler.
What a woman, what a woman. She would have made such a queen if she had only been on my level.
Yes, from what I've seen, she's indeed on a very different level from you, Your Majesty.
Oh, you failed, Holmes.
What?
For once you failed.
No, Herr Doctor. She will not break her word. She will never trouble me again. I am safe.
I am relieved to hear Your Majesty say so.
Pray tell me in what way I can reward you, sir. This emerald ring.
Oh, thank you, but Your Majesty has something that I should value even more highly.
What then?
That photograph, sir.
Irene's? Ah, certainly, Herr Holmes.
I'm very much obliged to Your Majesty. I have the honor to wish you a very good morning.
Well. And that was how a great scandal threatened the Kingdom of Bohemia and how the clever plans of Mr. Sherlock Holmes were beaten by a woman's wit. But sometimes he glances at that photograph upon his table, and then he speaks of her always with such affectionate admiration.
The woman, Watson. The woman.